From the Detroit Free Press, it's Tuesday, March 23rd. Here are today's top stories, presented by Bush's Fresh Food Market. Bush's has over 4,000 Michigan products, including the freshest fruit and vegetables, meat, seafood, and baked goods. Stop by one of Bush's 16 locations for the personal service you expect from your neighborhood grocer.
This is J.C. Rindle for the Detroit Free Press. A strip club and a gay-friendly sports bar have been hit with lawsuits accusing them of pirating pay-per-view fights. The strip club is on Ford Road in Detroit and was called the Toy Chest, but now it's called Wild Mustang Gentlemen's Club. The other business is Briggs Sports Bar in downtown Detroit, which closed last year. The lawsuits are from a promotions company that had broadcast and distribution rights to the pay-per-view. The company says the Toy Chest pirated a January 2019 boxing match. The sports bar is accused of pirating a September 2019 UFC fight. The strip club could have paid $3,000 to buy the fight. Instead, it's now facing over $100,000 in damages. Non-commercial viewers could have bought the fight for just $75.
For the Detroit Free Press, I'm Keith Matheny. Marquette is closing a portion of the Lone Road in its most popular park for a month to help out some local residents. Salamanders. Every spring in Presque Park, blue-spotted salamanders, almost in unison, come out from their overwinter spots underground and at night make their way to nearby pools for breeding and egg-laying. But that means crossing Peter White Drive, the park's looping roadway. Motor vehicles passing through the Salamander Crossway were squishing them by the hundreds. That's when Northern Michigan University biology student Eli Bury enlisted local officials' help. The city agreed to keep a segment of the park road closed while the salamanders migrate. The result? Last spring, road-killed salamanders dropped from almost 430 down to just 3. The road will be closed to vehicular traffic evenings from March 15th to April 15th, and there's now consideration to build a passageway for the salamanders to move under the road every spring.
I'm Sue Solaski, Detroit Free Press food writer. The Environmental Working Group released its annual list of fruits and vegetables found to have the most pesticides. Strawberries and spinach are at the top of that list. New to the list are mustard and collard greens. They join kale in the number 3 spot. Bell and hot chili peppers also made this year's list. The group recommends eating organic fruits and vegetables when possible. But it's the Dirty Dozen list that is controversial. Dietitians and health experts recommend Americans eat more fruits and vegetables. The Alliance for Food and Farming opposed the list, saying it shows a negative impact on eating fruits and vegetables. Federal health officials recommend eating 1.5 to 2 cups of fruit and 2 to 3 cups of vegetables daily. The farming group also notes studies that find consuming more fruits and vegetables may reduce the risk for certain diseases, prevent deaths, and cut healthcare costs.
I'm Andrew Hammond for the Free Press Sports Department. The Michigan Wolverines are headed back to the Sweet 16 of the NCAA tournament. The Wolverines defeated the LSU Tigers inside of Lucas Oil Stadium on Monday night by a score of 86-78. Monday night's victory marks the first time Michigan has reached the Sweet 16 in 4 straight tournaments. In a back-and-forth game that saw both teams take moderate lead throughout the game, it was Michigan's 9-0 run midway through the second half that pushed Michigan into the lead as they held on for the victory. 4 players scored in the double figures for the Wolverines, including Sean D. Brown, who scored 21 points in 27 minutes of playing time coming off the bench. Next up for Michigan is Florida State, who defeated the Colorado Buffaloes in their second-round matchup. This is not the first time that these two have met in the NCAA tournament. Back in 2018, Michigan defeated Florida State in the West Regional Final to move on to the Final Four. A tip time for Sunday's Sweet 16 matchup has not been announced at the time of this recording.
For the Detroit Free Press, I'm Tad Davis. Hundreds of people in Michigan have died as a result of the coronavirus, but to us, they're more than a number. The Detroit Free Press is telling the stories of loved ones lost due to the coronavirus. If you have a family member who has died and you would like to share their story, we'd like to hear from you. To share your story, you can leave us a voicemail at 313-444-2760 or fill out the form at our website. See you tomorrow.